Hello, as we are windswept and free and ageing, we are less likely to put up with some things, and one of those are three-legged horses. A three-legged horse is a project or something that you're committed to, but it's just not working. It could be with a business, your career, it could be with family traditions, it could be with a relationship. But whatever it is, it's just not gelling, it's not working, you're not sure why, but you're committed to it. And like a real three-legged horse, it's never going to run, it's never going to beat a four-legged horse, and in fact it's in serious trouble. So what we have to do first is to find or notice these things that are in our lives that are three-legged horses. It might come at you all at once and you realise this really isn't working. It can be hard to see something clearly. We need to take a step back and might even need help from someone else to see it clearly. But once we assess and we see that the situation isn't right, we can then try and figure out what it is that we do want and what would make it right. You need to find whether or not you can do something to make it right. And really you need to leave no stone unturned in doing that, because if you get off that horse, if you close that door, whatever, and you no longer pursue that project or that relationship, you don't want to be looking back with regrets. You want to try your best and do everything you can to make it work. Some of us are people that are problem solvers, and we're resilient, and we will do anything we can to make something work. We have the motto of never giving up, and that's what we keep applying. So we think if we can just try harder, that people have expectations of us and they want us to make this happen, or they just expect us to make this happen. It can be hard to take a step back and think, this isn't working, what am I going to do about it? Once you come to that point, you need to then work out what it is that you do want. You can draw that line in the sand and say, okay, no more. You've done everything you possibly can to make this business work, or whatever the problem is, and then you need to stop. You need to make a change. You've got to take action. That can be the hardest part, and it will leave a gap in your life if it's something that you have done often, or if it's somebody that has been in your life quite a lot. You can just pull back with it when it's a relationship, a friendship that's not really working properly. You can just pull back so that you're not as involved. It doesn't have to be so cut and dried and rejecting that person, but sometimes it is, unfortunately, and you do have to move on to a different place without them. So once you've made that decision and it's time to take action, you do that, and then you need to fill that with something positive. You've got to find some things that you do want in life, that you are interested in creating, ways of being, and when you have done that, then you can move on to your next phase of being even more windswept and free.